All right, time now for a check of your forecast. Once again, I'm joined by 7 First Alert meteorologist Hallie Vogel. Hallie, you know, I was getting excited. We have some weather above freezing, but now it looks like it's getting cold again.
I know, and it's going to get complicated too, because overnight we're looking at the opportunity for some freezing rain, so icy conditions maybe in the picture tomorrow morning.
And we have a winter weather advisory as well, correct?
We do, and that winter weather advisory has expanded northward by the National Weather Service. You see right here, Campus Marshals and the ice rink. We're looking good for the afternoon, so enjoy your afternoon. And then it's late tonight into tomorrow morning when things really start to change. And we're looking at that advisory going all the way up into Genesee County, Lapeer, but also St. Clair County. Depending on where you are, it starts at midnight north of Detroit. So we're talking about Macomb, Oakland, Livingston County northward, midnight to 9 a.m. and then 10 p.m. southward. And that starts from 10 and goes until 9 a.m. Same ending time, but it's going to get an earlier start, of course, because it's going to move from south to north. You saw a few little snow showers on the radar there, and we're going to see a few more as we go through the day today. So it's going to be very hit or miss. Really, the main event comes after midnight. We're at 23 degrees in Ann Arbor, feels like 15, a bit of a wind chill, and 23 degrees right now in Mount Clemens, 24 in Detroit. So temperatures are in the low to mid 20s, mid to upper 20s for highs today. It's not going to be much of a climb as we go through the rest of the afternoon. But again, the good news is we have the clouds to deal with, a few scattered snow showers. We don't have to worry about any icy conditions during the daylight hours today. As a matter of fact, that doesn't come in until late tonight. So when we look at the impact, this system is starting just off to our south, and right now it's underway near St. Louis. So we're going to start to see this crawling in our direction. You can see a few snow showers streaming across Lake Michigan, and that's what I talked about, a few coming in this afternoon. But this is really the moisture that we're concerned with, that we're tapping into as we head into tonight. I stopped it here about 1 o'clock in the morning. So again, it's starting mainly overnight. After midnight, we get closer to 1 or 2 o'clock, and then things will start to pick up. The concern is going to be, especially from Detroit southward, some freezing rain. So freezing rain, it falls as rain. It doesn't have an opportunity to freeze as it's falling, but it'll freeze on contact, forming that ice glaze on surfaces. We head to the north, it looks like more of a concern for sleet. That is frozen precip, and it does accumulate. So more of accumulation is what we're anticipating, up to about maybe an inch in some spots from Oakland County northward. Either way you cut it, it's going to be slick driving, especially bridges, overpasses, sidewalks, even side streets are going to be a concern. Now, the good news is it does wrap up pretty quickly in the morning. The problem is it lasts through the overnight. We're going to see that change over to freezing rain, likely around 2 a.m. and then continuing for several hours until it actually moves out. So when we start to really kind of depict this storm system, it may be more or less a fine line between the sleet, freezing rain, a little snow near and south of Detroit, up to maybe 1/10 of an inch of ice possible. So lowering that just a bit. As far as a 1/4 inch of ice, that opportunity looks like it's going to stay to our south, but up to an inch of snow and sleet. Sleet is the main player to the north, and that's going to also provide some icy conditions. There's going to be likely some light glazing too, so you don't take your guard down. You're in the advisory certainly, but when we look at major impacts, at least we're looking at those major impacts for a 1/4 inch or more. We're hoping, of course, for less than that, but still may find some power outages possible. But you're going to find that coating on driveways, roads, and cars, and that ice on some trees. Now, temperatures do respond into the upper 30s tomorrow. That'll help things out. We have a dry day on Friday, and then we'll turn our attention eventually to another storm system for the weekend on Saturday.